Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Literally yesterday, I had an idea of going to Brandy Melville as one of the minorities. There's lots of horror stories on it, especially with apparently the ideal stereotype that they like. Shut up! So I want to test it for myself. I kind of hate awkward situations, so I'm putting myself right into the deep end. I just don't get it. Like, maybe in the 1950s it made sense to have only one size because everyone was trying to strive to be one size. In this time and area, people are trying to look like dolphins. You're trying to tell me a dolphin can fit into Brandy Melville clothes. It's like, you don't agree with the ethics, so why are you going to give money to them? Does that make sense? Anyway, my plot is I'm going to walk into the store. I'm going to have my voice memo in my bag. I'm going to record my whole time in there. I'm going to look around. I'm probably going to look at the oversized stuff because none of the normal stuff is probably going to fit me. I'm going to take those clothes. Then I'm going to go to the employee and ask them where the belts are, where the fanny packs are, if they have it, something. I'm going to go to the changing room, see how the people at the changing room react. I'm going to change to see if the clothes actually fit me or suit me because, you know. And then I'm going to come out. And then after proceeding to say I'm not going to buy anything, I'm going to go to the till and ask, are there any jobs available? And I'm not going to ask for myself, I don't want a job. Neither does any of my friends, but I'm just going to say one of my friends want a job. So I'm going to ask. There's so many bad reviews and stuff. I was reading them last night. Most of them are 1 star. The 5-star ones are usually because it was online shopping or because the clothes are good and their daughters really like the store. So I'm going to, obviously I've been reading reviews and watching videos and stuff and I'm biased towards thinking bad of them. But I'm actually going to walk in on a neutral slate. I'm going to go and I'll keep you updated.
Let's go, everybody. After that wonderful time, let's talk about it. I kind of don't know how to feel. Basically everything apart from some trousers which are just small, medium. I noticed there's different sizes of one fits all. So there's like a size 20 big, which is bigger than the size 16 or 18, whatever I was wearing before, which is a European size, and I don't know how that works, so whatever. I walked into the store, I browsed around. I was trying to look for things that could actually fit me, but all of the things were like fitted. So I was going around the walls. Everyone was coming really close to me. The customers, they were so close to me. I saw some of the workers. You can't even tell they're working there unless they're behind the till. It was really weird. There were so many girls there with their boyfriends. They literally looked so uncomfortable. And then they were staring at me like I'm supposed to solve the problem. And then they were giving me dirty looks because one of the guys noticed, oh, it's one size fits all. And then he looked at me like, bitch, you're not going to fit those. And I was like, yeah, I know. Apart from being shoulder checked by a few people, I saw one Asian girl and one black girl, but they were both slim, and I was like, yes, some representation. I think one of the black girls worked there. She didn't look at anyone. She didn't care for anyone's personal space. So there was an unraveled, like, usually the t-shirts were folded, but this one was like unraveled and just slung there. So I was like, oh, this looks kind of big. Let me get it. So I picked it up. Then there was another shirt. Picked that one up. Picked up the hoodie. Got 2 pairs of shorts because I wanted to see. I wasn't going to try with trousers because that's too much to put on. Shorts, at least it, you know, it's only this much material. So once I put it around my legs, if it doesn't fit, it's not like I have to drag my legs through the rest of the trousers. You get what I mean? While I was walking along the back wall, I was looking at this, I was staring at the worker, and she was just, you know, she was ignoring everyone there. She was tagging pieces of clothes. And yeah, so I walked up to her, like all confident. I was like, excuse me, can you tell me where the price tag is? And she was looking at me like, where it says GDP, that's where the price is. And then she just went back to doing her thing. I didn't see it as rude. I just thought she was just miserable or something. And I was like, right here. She's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I was like, oh, sorry again, where's the changing room? She's like, it's upstairs. I was like, okay, thank you. So I made it upstairs. There's more clothing. I was greeted by customers that was so bitchy. Literally, it wasn't even the workers, it was all the customers. As soon as I walked upstairs, yeah, dead silence. I stepped up, there was like 3 white blonde girls in front of me. 1 to the side here and 2 to the side of this side, and there's like a hallway, and then there's stairs to go to the changing room, which are just curtains, which is kind of really weird. And then there's clothes like behind them. I literally stopped because I was like admiring the clothes, and they all just looked at me. All of them, not just one of them. As soon as I reached those girls, they all just left and went downstairs. So I was like, okay. Then I continued walking. There was a pretty Asian girl, and she was walking up the stairs, and I was smiling like, and then she was just staring at me, and then continued walking up the stairs. So we're queuing down the stairs. I had like 2 people in front of me. There was one girl who was doing the clothes. She was like,
the manager said I should take my break now.
Maybe you should ask me. And literally, that was her attitude. I was like, who are you talking to? You know when you awkwardly stare at people and then you smile to try and make it look better? But she wasn't having it. Grabbed a whole bunch of clothes and just went downstairs. So then I was just left with the 2 girls. Both of them for no reason. At this point, I was at the front of the queue. So I was standing on the bottom step. And then both of them, there was a rail of clothes literally right here. And then the 2 girls, they literally just walked beside me. They all pressed against me here. And I was shuffling like, I was like, no, I need to stand and firm my place. If you push me over, you're paying me compensation, you know? I don't know why they didn't just drag it across or move the rail, but they're all squeezing against me. The girl finally got some sense, and then she turned around. As soon as she left, she was like, oh, sorry. And I was like, oh yeah, no, it's okay. And then the other girl just left. As soon as the changing room was available, she said the same thing to everyone. She was like, you could come through now. And I was like, okay, cool. That's when I showed her a pile of clothes. I was like, did you need to count this? She was like, no, girl, just go inside. The tops fit me fine, but that's because probably they were oversized. Okay, while I was changing into the clothes, there was like a weird thing. Like everything in the changing area was really like compact. The 2 girls kept like brushing against the side of the curtain I was in. I don't know if they were trying to peek in and see if I was stealing or something. I don't know. I just gave it all back to her. She was like, oh yeah, you could just leave it there on the table. And I was like, oh okay. And I was like, I tried to fold them so it would be easier for you to put back. She was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, sorry, is there any career vacancies available? And then while I was saying that, the black girl that I was talking about came down the stairs. I don't know why she was stomping, like she got some attitude, but she was stomping and she was staring right in my direction as soon as I asked her. The girl I was asking, she was like, I'm not sure, but you can ask at the till. I feel like she did know. I was still thinking of not asking for job vacancies. After that, I was like, you know what? Let me go downstairs and storm myself back to the till where I talked to that lady where she was doing the tags, and I'm gonna ask her about a job. So I walked up to her and I was like, oh, hi again. And she did those look-ups like, really? Like, you're here again? Basically, are there any career vacancies available? Everyone must have thought that I was asking for crystal meth over the till. The lady, her eyes were widened. Now I was like, is there any career vacant? As soon as I said that, she was... And then the person at the till who was sorting out with a customer, she turned her head and stared at me as well. And I felt some other people behind me stare. Gosh, is it really that weird to ask for a job? Jeez. And while they're all staring at me, I was like, okay, obviously they're not going to give it to me. So I was like, it's for a friend. And she was like, oh, just ask them to come in with their CV and we'll figure it out. And I was like, is that really how you get jobs But okay, whatever. So I was like, okay, cool, thank you. And then I left the store. So it was a weird experience. It didn't ruin my mood. It just made me question a lot of things. Like, was I doing anything wrong, or was it just people's discriminative thinking that's making my experience go downhill? Nothing really bad to say, to be honest. I'm just glad it was me and not someone else, because someone could have gone home, running home crying, thinking that they couldn't get a job there because they're ugly or something. And it's not that, it's because of stupid beauty standards that some random guy decided is great. Brandy Melville likes tall, skinny, white, typically blonde, brunette girls. There shouldn't be one size for anything. Everyone's a different shape. Even if everyone was one size, there's different shapes. Things that wouldn't fit everyone the same. So you need to figure that out. Be more inclusive, and maybe we'll give you our money. But in my opinion, the quality of the clothes wasn't really worth it. Like, the jumper I think I was looking at was like £30, and I thought I can literally go to Primark and get the same jumper for £12 with Ariana Grande on it. Like, but one thing I really hated about that store is literally that as soon as I walked in, everyone was so pretty, or they were there with their boyfriend, and they literally just all stared at me like an outcast. You know, the brand has a certain part to it, but then society has that other part to it. It wasn't even the workers that were doing it. They're part of the brand. They weren't really the ones doing it. It was the people who are in the same position as me looking at clothes were the ones giving me dirts and making me feel uncomfortable. I wanted the reasons to be angry and dislike the brand, but from what I saw today, maybe it was just good staff. Maybe it was just a good day, good sales. Maybe it's the shop I went to, the store I went to. Maybe it's different in London compared to Reading, or maybe it's different in the UK to America. I don't know. But I didn't find it that bad, to be honest. If I had to go there by myself, I'd feel uncomfortable. But if I was to be a smaller size and I was with friends, I would feel more comfortable. And like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!